day of maples. I'm gonna try to get out of the camera a little bit more this time. Last time I was just in the way of the camera the whole time. So, so there you can see the structure of it. So it is quite something. It is just funky and weird. I do love this line. I mean, this is what happens if you have you don't turn your tree around in the spring, although it was growing this way originally. You know, this is really strange. You know, you're not getting good taper, although I like this taper. You know, that's not a feature of the tree. This is, and you know, you could design it from this side. I had thought maybe, you know, close the gap just to make it look there, look fatter, and then come up. You know, and I could move branches around and start growing it. But this is just too weird. I don't even know what this sort of wound is. It could have been chopped early on. It looks like it's got a bunch chopped. Some of this is mine, but a lot of that is from the collect. And so, yeah, so it's just kind of a weird look there. But you can see it's got these three sort of branches in there. And I'm going to take out these right now. Some of this front stuff, just so you can see, but I also know I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to take that right there. So I'm cutting those off pretty short. Because what I want to do is I want to bring this down. I mean, I'm thinking I may even take off this front bit because I want this tree set to come out more. As this gets bigger, I'm going to need the space. I don't want it shooting up in here and blocking off this back bit. So a lot of this might go, but for surely these two big ones can go. Now you can see it kind of opens up in that area. So I'm kind of trying to open up space to this smaller branching in here, and I'm not even going to worry about too much of the structure of the tree. I will come back and trim that up. It may produce another flush. It's nice, and there's buds underneath here. It's a bit, maybe too many branches. So you can see I'm just kind of trying to trim it in. I want it to look nice. Yeah, I'm gonna come back quite a bit on that. That one I don't mind so much coming up. It's got those two. Nice kind of ramifications. The leaves are just too big. I guess I could trim them back a bit. That's that back branch. That's gonna have to come up. It's not like they're blocking too much light. I'll get rid of that one. This branch coming up here. So I really want to see that. And this is coming off this back side here, which is the zone I'm saying I don't want to have a lot of growth. If anything, I want to come out here. Sorry, come out here underneath. So I'm actually going to take that one. So as you can see, it's not a huge structural design, but I'm just trying to open it up, let all this small ramification occur. We got this huge piece coming off the back. Let's see. I mean, the inner nodal length is just horribly long. Do I want that branch? You know, kind of crosses out the back. It does give it depth. I have little branches underneath. I think I can form the tree out of those. these little branches. And so this one's gonna go. You can see. So I'm gonna have to give this more light. I don't really want these super long. I'll cut them back a bit. You know, and that's gonna allow the light in is what I'm thinking, no matter which way I have the tree. Can I get rid of one of these? Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. I'll trim them up. So, you know, you can kind of see that I trimmed those, but not too much. So I'm kind of liking it, you know. I think that might have to be another branch just to give this top something. Otherwise I'm hiding it, so this one's gonna stay. What do we got here? Okay, nice. So I've got a branch here and a branch here. Branch here. This one's thick, huge internodal length. There could be a bud at the bottom of this. So I'm going to take that. And do I leave that? Yeah, here, this branch is kind of coming. I don't like that aesthetically. I'll trim it just for the aesthetic. You can go too. Okay, so now I'm starting to get something. I kind of want to clear out some of this, just a little hair more. Let's see if we took that. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, so now you can see the line, at least a little. I say I preserve it, so I'm just going to kind of try to preserve the shape. Let's see. So I'm looking at a place where there's lots of long internodal lengths. Trying to trim back. I'm gonna take both off that one. One that comes straight up through all those branches. It's creating that new apex. And I want to move the apex over here. Let's see, do I want to bend it down? And it's at a nice bifurcation. Oh, it broke. Hey, oh, it's gone now. As you can see, it's got a strain. I mean, I actually like it like that. Pull this back. This is a leader. I have to let it grow more. That's a weird leaf, but it's part of the main lead. So I'm actually pretty happy with it in there. As far as the ramifications, it's really ramifying quite nice. Close those off. There's just some leaves in behind here. And I'll start to flip this around. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh. That's a big long. Don't want to break another one. Okay, I'm actually liking that. So I kind of like this. You know, I can see the line. Nothing's. You know, I want to see more in there, right? I want to see more, and when you're farther back, you see it more. I wish I had a better backdrop for you. Let's see if I can kind of do this. You know, it's looking kind of funky. Yeah. this is the new apex, so I have a lot still growing on there. You know, do I take back some of this? I like the ramification I'm kind of getting in there, although I do want to see those. Does seem there'll be light pushed in there. I think let's take that one leaf out. That kind of opens it up a little bit more. And, you know, when I think about the strength of the tree and everything, you know, they're going to be apically dominant. So having this lower section just vigorous will produce a lot of nice growth from it. You know, if I want to see that more, I can get rid of these little sucker ones. This one coming right towards us, I don't think I can use that one. Maybe it's gonna cross right over a branch that kind of comes out this way. I want to actually open that up, because that is the part. I mean, you know, it's got the knobs, so can I cover them in? I don't know. Shave them back, let them recover a bit, make a gnarly stump. I don't think I'm gonna use this as a branch. Not when I'm thinking about my design. So yeah, that's a little nicer. So that gives kind of a better look to the tree. Really happy with it, man. It's nice, and you know, yeah, I just hope it really turns out. My other video, there was that crack in the pot. Certain pots are cracking, other ones aren't. This is a turf, what do you call that? I think it's not turfus. It's where you mix peat anyway. Sometimes people put perlite too, like really small ground perlite, which you could use. You know, it makes it much lighter, but this has peat in it, I'm pretty sure. And it hasn't cracked, it's held up really good. So I think there might be something to that. We'll see for the long-term longevity of it. But I could, you know, I can paint it. I could paint it blue if I wanted. It might be a nice color, something to kind of help it stick out. Although I don't, it's not like I really dislike that sort of gray. Yeah, and maybe, you know, let that show more. But for now, I'm just gonna let it grow. Thanks for watching.